tifu by taking a bath for the first time in years. Background. 1. I'm a shower gal. The last time I took a bath was when I was sick, years ago. 2. I'm a teacher under copious amounts of stress from this lovely school year. The foo. Today, after a particularly stressful day teaching, I decided I needed to do some self-care. I went to Ulta and was browsing, and I stumbled upon the bath bomb section. In my head I thought, why not? Baths can't be that bad. I always see people in movies relaxing in a bath, let's give it a try. I carefully selected a pink bath bomb, and that, dear reader, is key to my foo. When I got home I decided to make a night out of it. I got my book, poured myself a glass of wine, put on a bubbling face mask, and I turned on some tunes. I was sitting in the tub and I dropped in the bath bomb. It was pretty and smelled great. In order to soak in the relaxation vibes, I leaned back and gracefully, with my gangly ass elbows flailing about for balance, knocked the wine glass into the tub and the glass shattered instantly. So there I was, in a tub with pink water, broken glass floating everywhere, and bubbles all over my face from the face mask. I tried to wipe my eyes to see, but instead rubbed the bubbles in my eyes. I called for my boyfriend. Howler trims in and sees me crying from the soap, surrounded by glass and bloody pink water. He then sees the 3-inch long shard of glass jutting out of my back after a mini freak out on his part. He fished out all the glass, yanked that sucker out of my back, and had to flush out my eyes, because by that point they were burning, and I was hysterical. 0/10 would not recommend taking a bath to de-stress. TL. Doctor baths are overrated, unless you are a graceful swan. How lot can control their appendages. Edit. A lot of people keep saying that glass doesn't float, so this is fake. I used the wrong word, guys. I didn't mean like floating on the top, but rather mixing in with the water / flowing around any time I moved. My movement stirred it around. Sorry for the confusion. I feel kinda bad for laughing, but at least your boyfriend was there to help you. If the glass hadn't broken and you just spilled the wine into the tub, you could have pretended you were at one of those wine spas. Right. I mean, hey, I'm bullying on a teacher budget, but at least now I can brag about how I take wine baths. Thanks for warning us about glass in baths. I won't make that mistake when I have a bath of my own one day. Thanks to you. Stories like this are beneficial. Life pro tip: plastic glasses and cups in the bath. The amount of bath accidents I see on here is really unsettling. I used to think my dad was exaggerating, but he might have a point. Okay, this was an incident, but I urge you not to give up on relaxing baths. Though this exact incident, replace the wine glass with a glass candle, is why I bought a stool to put stuff on for my baths. Another excuse to give my boyfriend when he tries to convince me to relax and take a bath. Glad you made it to the other side. I hate baths because I'm too tall. Something is always cold, sticking out of the water. Same. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. I have a standard small no frills tub and I'm 58. I just didn't remember how awful it was because it had been years since my last bath. Exclamation mark. Big garden tubs that are like a triangle are awesome. 58 also. And the only time I enjoyed a bath. Close bracket. Don't blame this on the bath. It was the wine glass. Yeah, that glass was a little tipsy. The bath bites everyone at least once. For me it was a liver bruised so bad it made the doc cringe. How did that happen? Probably slipped in the bath and landed on the edge of the bathtub badly. This is why they make those friction stickers for bathtubs, because they're slippery and dangerous. I'm a shower gal too, but one time I was violently hungover and a bath sounded cozy. I turned it up to mega hot and hopped in, forgetting that a man was coming to pick up my motorcycle for maintenance. My phone rang, and I immediately remembered my responsibilities. I got up, dressed myself quickly, ran outside, and the man had a clipboard for me to sign and fill out. As I was filling the paperwork out, I passed the fajit. The man carried me inside, and 2 dudes with an ambulance showed up when I woke up. Never take a bath. There was a woman who chose some kind of oil in her bath, and then she couldn't get out of the tub. She just kept slipping and sliding, and eventually had to call 911 and have cute firemen rescue her. Naked kid. How embarrassing. Amateur. Baths are glorious. Bath bombs are rubbish. Epsom salt is the real treat. I don't have to wash my hair if I need a quick sponge bath. You have however probably saved hundreds of thousands of gallons of water in comparison to me. Oh goodness. Don't let this dissuade you from baths. I'm also a teacher. High five. Here are my top bath accessories. Drain cover with a slit on top adds a good 5 inches to my bath. Bath pillow. Bath salts or bath bomb. Bamboo tub tray. Candles. Only on the worst days do I get this extra. The tub tray is key. I can place my drink, plastic only as someone above mentioned, a phone, a tablet, a snack, a book, whatever, can safely go on the tray and stays away from slippery bathtub sides. It changed my baths forever. The other stuff is awesome, but that was my lifesaver, or bath saver I guess. I was looking for a house 20 years ago, and one of my requirements was a garden tub. I'm retired now, so enjoy it, right? I lucked out, found the perfect house in 11 acres in the TX Hill country, cannot see the house from the road, and a gate with a keypad. Wonderful. After a few weeks settling in, I ran that water really warm and deep. Did I mention the tub had whirly jets? A bonus. Close bracket. I got in. Enjoyed myself. Water is getting cool. Tub is huge. I cannot get any purchase to get up to run more hot water, and I cannot reach my towel. And then, I cannot get up! Exclamation mark. I spent probably 30 minutes, felt like 2 hours, trying to get out of the stupid tub. Finally crouched over like a crawling toddler to get out. The only time I ever enjoyed that fancy tub. And the jets on it have rubber or plastic washers, and they spit out little bits of black crud whenever they are turned on. Close bracket. OMFG. I'm not a native speaker and just realized that the verb bath is used only for when you use the tub. I thought you haven't had a bath nor a shower in years, as never washing yourself, and then I see everybody quite comfortable about it, not mentioning, and I was freaking as thinking this was some kind of troll sub or trend. I did something maybe stupider. I had got some orange essential oil, I love the smell nothing more, for Christmas. Decided to mix, put it in the tub with a bath bomb. Girlfriend had talked about those oils in her bath. Turns out you're supposed to dilute it. Chemical burns on my back and arms and legs. Fucking sucked, but I smelled great. That's a pretty big foo. I did something similar, but by putting too much eucalyptus oil in the bath. I thought it smells lovely. What could it do wrong? The pure oil is highly volatile and gave my scrotal sac a dreadful sting. Worst of all though, I thought it was just a tingle and would subside, but it didn't. I was washing that bad boy off in the shower for at least 15 minutes. Won't do that again. Post-event advice is great, but would have been helpful pre-event. The worst thing is, like you say, if you aren't a bath-taking person, the hazards just creep up on you in and around the tub. Hope the tunes were soothing and the wine, what you drank of it, tasted good. I don't think I've ever met a living embodiment of clumsy before now. The bubbling face masks might be cursed. My boyfriend and I did an at-home spa day a few weeks ago. Pedicures and bubble masks. At one point, I reached down to adjust the tub that my feet were in, and I tweaked my back. My boyfriend had to try really hard not to laugh at me screaming in pain with bubbles all over my face. I ended up making it to the bathroom to wash off the mask, but it took 4 hours to get me from the bathroom back into my bedroom. I could barely walk for a few days. Beware the bubble masks. One time I took a bath, decided to browse Twitter on my phone while watching a movie on my iPad that was resting on the edge of the tub. You guessed it, I dropped them both in the water at the same time. Then about a year later I dropped my new phone into the middle of Lake Minnetonka. Always pay extra for insurance. I don't think I've ever read such a large you hate to see it moment in my life. All you wanted was a fantastic night, and it turned to shambles. Badum TSSS. If it makes you feel better, my wife loves baths and took a bath with a bath bomb to relax before getting examined with one of our kids during pregnancy. She didn't really think twice about it, but the next day she went to the gynecologist and her doctor started laughing hysterically. Turns out glitter bombs don't just wash away, and her doctor asked if she had a vaginal disco party the night before. I also had a fuck up with a bath bomb. Did one. It was awesome. And then I went on my first ever overseas tour a few days later. I'm a guitar player. Some sort of allergic reaction to the bomb made all of the skin on my fingers fall off. Like, my fingertips were shedding dead skin for weeks. Guitar strings getting caught under dead flaps of finger skin at fun. Gripping a pick with tender finger skin for 5 hours straight not fun. In the end I played okay, but these were the biggest shows I had ever done. And I definitely didn't need extra Suga to worry about. Suffice it to say, I've abstained from bath bombs ever since. Shame. Too. Because my one and only experience was very pleasant. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.